Ta-da, look at all the people song.
Yeah, we're trying something different now. Hi, guys. Colleen is working out. Yes, look at that. We can see more people.
Wow, a lot more people.
Gord's reading the good book. Jamie Zisk is ready to go. Rocco in. I don't know who that is.
Just seeing who's here from the accountability group.
Thank you guys for everyone that just that jumped onto the live I did with Danny Spoon. I appreciate that. Such a good story. She gets me every single time I hear that story. I've never seen someone go from that broke to where she's at now because she feels better about herself. So to me, that's just a win-win of what this product can do. And if anyone had missed it, it's up on my wall. Take a look at it when you have time. It's kind of a long live, longer than I would have liked, but I had to let her go. We did a true interview, so whatever. It was worth it, I think. Christy, how do you stay so still?
I know, right? And what I think is amazing too is a lot of you who went to Dallas last year actually got to meet her, which is pretty crazy because, yeah, I mean, we didn't know her until Thrive, and she's just the most amazing, positive person that I know. And she's just so happy and thankful for everything that she has.
Cool. We'll get started in just a minute or two. You guys, this is the office. This is as good as I could get it right now. I tried.
There will be a couch over there, with a sofa bed. Yeah.
For visitors.
Bed. Yeah.
This is my first Zoom from the computer. So we're going to try that out and see how that works. You guys can all hear okay? Jimmy's not in surgery. He's in his car, riding home. Who else we got? Nice. All right, guys. So today I want to take just a few minutes and talk about New Orleans. Who's psyched for New Orleans besides Lisa Kamuta? We all know Lisa's very excited about New Orleans. We are looking for places to stay right now. I will probably be booking tomorrow.
Next couple of days.
So we'll let you guys know where we're staying. If you guys can find places around at our place, wherever, I would suggest if you're looking, start now. It's crazy how many are already booked. I went through 9 hotels today, not any availability. For those of you that are unsure of what this is all about, it is basically our annual conference. At our annual conference, which is normally in Dallas, it is huge. The first Dallas event I went to, I was a promoter for, I really started promoting in January and went in April. And I have met most of the people that I followed on Facebook, many of the higher ups, the Millionaire Thrivers, all of those people. I got to meet them in person, shake their hand, talk to them for a little bit. That's how all of these relationships that you see started. One of the very first people that I met doing that was Aaron Aponte. Aaron and I are now very good friends. It's really odd how that happens, but we just clicked and we became friendly and we stayed in contact. Billy Holderby, another person that I met at that very first Thrive event, he didn't know me. I didn't really know him. I just knew he was someone that I should be following. And for some reason, he remembered me. I've seen Billy at every single event. He makes a point to say hi, comes over, shakes my hand, Billy and Misty. And to me, I don't know. It just makes me feel like somebody when there's someone that I follow, that I look up to, that I admire, remembers who I am when they talk to millions of people. To me, that's a big deal. I don't know. Just in my head, I guess. So anyway, this annual conference, you're going to get training. You're going to get training like you've never seen training before, and it will burn into your brain for the rest of your time as a promoter. I can tell you right now, Jamie Zisk can attest to this, because Candace was a freaking machine in Dallas. Am I right, Jamie?
All right, here we go. I'm on. Can you hear me?
Yes, for sure.
Too many buttons. Yeah, so no, Candace, my oldest daughter, went, and yeah, she just literally burnt the ink out of her pen with all the notes that she took and the excitement. And everybody that was there literally did the same thing. I literally just looked down the line of myself, and I'm not a note taker. I don't even read in the amount of stuff that I wrote down. There's just so much to absorb. But, at the same time, you got to literally just stop and pay attention and absorb the energy that's going on there, which is absolutely fantastic. And
I think you brought up a good point, Jamie. The energy in that room, we had 20,000 Thrivers in one room, guys. It was,
I thought it was 40,000.
no, 20.
I thought it was 20.
Still
huge.
It was ginormous, and all of these people, are just pumped. And you got Emmett Smith talking, and everyone is fired up. And then Amy Purdy came on. Those of you that know who Amy is, she was the Olympian that had lost both of her legs. She was just a ridiculously amazing speaker. She actually came out with her phone, Facebook Live, with all of us. So to me, that was really cool. It was on her page, and that was her Facebook Live. Like, look, I'm talking to all these Thrivers, and she posted it all out there. So I thought that was really cool. I don't know. It just, the energy alone keeps me pumped for like 6 months at least. And that's me. Jamie, I'm sure you were the same way. I know Rick was the same. Crystal was the same. Kate Martin was the same. Like Heidi. And there was just so many of you came last year. It really made me feel good. That everyone cared to build their business and cared to do this. I will tell you, if you want to become a full-time Thriver, if that is your goal in this business, is to kind of put aside your other stuff, maybe do that other stuff as a hobby, and you want to do this full-time, you owe it to yourself to get to New Orleans, because they can't hold it in Dallas anymore. There's not enough buildings to hold all the people. That's why they're moving it. To me, that's ridiculous. We were going to be in Cowboys Stadium, and there's not enough people. I mean, there's not enough room to hold all the people at Cowboys Stadium. How crazy is that? So there's some shit going on in New Orleans, and I can't wait for it. I'm very excited. So by show of hands, how many of you are planning to attend, just off the top of your head right now? No kidding.
I don't know.
Anyone? Kate's going. Lisa's going. Zisk, you better put that hand. Paul. Oh, I see some fingertips, Paul. Good. We're gonna have a good time. It'll probably be like Dallas last year. I think I'm gonna do a nice team dinner for everybody again. Crystal from the airport. Why are you not home yet?
We are waiting for the tri-rail, and we missed the 6:58 by about 3 minutes.
Oh, no.
So next one, 20 minutes, no biggie.
All right, good. So I really wanted to go pick Crystal and Dan up, and I had the Facebook Live, we have our Zoom meeting, and it was just, timing sucked, and I feel horrible. So I hope you get home okay, and text us when you get there.
I will.
So we're just talking about New Orleans. And the reason they moved it, because there's not enough buildings to hold all the people anymore, and how much energy we had in Dallas last year, right? Crazy.
Yeah, amazing.
So that was the main thing I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight. Another thing that I really need to go over is action. I know not everyone on this team has the same goals that I do. I know I am sometimes a hard ass. I know sometimes I am what you guys may think as mean to you, but I do it out of love. Gorgs, don't shake your head. You know I'm mean to you. But I love you, and that's why I do it. I push you. I know you can be a little better, and I know you hold back. So, and that's why I do it. If by some chance I am pushing too hard, please tell me. I promise you, if you tell me, hey, Scott, that's a little too much, I will back off. But I only push you guys because I know the potential on this team is ridiculous. Like, I know most of you guys very well personally, and I know how well you can do. With that being said, I need to shout out 2 people on this call right now for always doing the right thing, always helping their team, always being a leader, and always pushing and striving to be better. Those 2 people, and no offense to anyone else, but those 2 people I'm shouting out right now are Christy O'Brien and Kerry Boyd. You guys are always on top of PPA boards. You're always pushing your team. You're always helping everyone. And it really makes me feel good that you 2 just keep doing the things that you need to do. And I barely have to check in. Like, I don't know. I just think it's awesome. You're self-motivated, and it's amazing. So thank you guys. Good job, both of you. I know, Christy, you're driving, so we're all clapping for you. You can't see us. So with that being said, massive action. That's what we need, because as you know, I see everyone's numbers, the entire team. And as you also know, my numbers reflect that. So I know everyone is having a bad couple of months. This is a dip in the business. I don't think it means anything. I think the work you do today is going to affect you in 2 weeks, just like we always tell people. And I feel like maybe a couple of weeks ago, people probably could have been in a bad spot and just kind of backed off. Holidays were here. Everyone had things going on. I know life happens. I understand it. So just remember, every time you do something, that affects you in 2 weeks. You're planting the seeds now. In a couple of weeks, it's harvest time. You're going to have some things roll in and you go, oh, really? For instance, I've had a couple of people in the last week that have been watching me for the entire time I've been doing this. And 2.5 years later, they go, you know what? I think I'm ready to start Thrive. I have not messaged them. I've not liked anything that they've ever posted in the last year. I unfollowed them because I was sure that they were not paying attention to anything I had to say. Yet they just messaged me out of the blue and go, okay, I'm ready. I'm ordering tonight. Okay, go for it. What do I order? It was that simple. So, you know, a couple of our newer people have asked me, should I be discouraged that no one's liking my Thrive posts? You can be positive that everyone is watching. They're just not ready. They don't want other people to see that they like what you're doing. They're afraid still of what other people are going to think of them if they decide to jump on. They're not like us. They're not at the point we're at yet. Like, we are here. We're like going. I could care less what anyone thinks of what I do, because she's happy and my daughter's happy. That's all I care about. Our bills are paid, they're happy. I'm going. That's it. Every one of you needs to be in that same spot. Why are you doing this? Find that why. That's why you keep doing it. Hi, Jace. Hey, Ben. So there's your whys, why Tina's doing this. So once you find those whys, guys, why, find your why, keep it close to you, keep pictures by you, remind yourself every day while you're smiling and dialing and you're talking to people. And believe me, I'm going to tell you a little funny story, and I know this happens to all of you. You're talking to the biggest idiot you've ever talked to in your life, and you have to be nice to them. You look over and you see that why, and you go, okay, I'm going to continue to be nice because they need this. And that's happened to me several hundred times. I'm looking through, none of you here, but it's happened to me several hundred times. And I have to remind myself that I was probably just like that person or worse at one time. So they're not where I'm at. And I need to be calm and remember that this is going to change their life, just like it has mine, just like it has for all of you. That's a big one for me. Does anyone else have anything to add with that?
I actually do. So what he was talking about, how he said that somebody that he hadn't followed in 2 years just messaged him out of the blue. So you know what that means? That person was paying attention to his page for however long. So what you post on your wall, people are seeing. So, I mean, we all have bad days, but don't throw it out on Facebook. It's the worst thing you can possibly do is to like write how pissed off you are, how broke you are, how you're tired of this and you're sick and tired of that. Because you know what? Those people see that. And you know what I mean? As a thriver, we all have bad days. I mean, I do. Yesterday, I had to write my journal probably like 10, 15 times because I was like short fuse yesterday. I don't know what was going on, but yeah, it was like that. I was like the time bomb, like the cartoon.
And even a little this morning.
Well, he's there. Never mind. Anyways, so just be really careful what you put out on Facebook and social media and how you portray yourself because people are watching and they're always watching. And then the other thing that I wanted to add to that was in our accountability group that we have, Crystal and I put out a challenge for everybody to record their stories and almost everybody got their stories done. And I'm super proud of everybody that did it. I know it was a huge step to step outside your comfort zone. I finally just recorded mine, one that I absolutely love and that I'm confident to share. And the reason why I wanted you to do this recording is it wasn't for me and it wasn't for you to share it with anybody. It's so you get comfortable talking, so you get comfortable telling your story and it's just fluent because I know a lot of times I get nervous talking in front of people and I don't know why. I'll do a Facebook Live and I talk super fast and you can't understand what I'm saying. Scott's like, slow down because you're talking too fast. So I want all of you, if you're willing to go ahead and record your story, get a second conference call line, record your story just for you. And then maybe try and do it once a week or, as often as you can, just so you keep talking and telling that story. And then you can play it back and listen to it and, maybe make a little changes or, maybe you'll find one that you love. But just remember that your story is what's important. And your story is what people are actually paying attention to. Because there's that tired mom out there who sees Tina, who's freaking happy, and she's like seizing every flipping day now.
And she really was not.
Right, because she's thriving. So when she's telling that story, I don't know if you look on your time, Hot Tina, but I look at mine and I freaking must have napped like 2 years away because I was exhausted all the time. It's like, oh, look they're like 3 years in a row, a nap, like on the same day. I don't know what was going on, but it's like, so when you post, like, I'm not exhausted anymore, or, I just went out and ran for the first time in 3 years. People are going to pay attention to that. So, tell a little bit of your story every single day, even on your Facebook, and don't mention Thrive. You don't have to mention Thrive. You don't have to say, because of Thrive, I'm not taking naps anymore. You can be like, wow, this is amazing. I went out and I went running today, or, you know what? I didn't really sleep that well last night. However,
Today I had the patience to listen to my husband when he was trying to tell me something.
Oh my, absolutely. See, that was amazing. And I didn't I did yell at him, but.
Jamie, for real.
Long story short, I thought I was going to drop a dresser on him. So I was a little nervous, okay? I didn't want to trip to the ER.
I'm going to give you a quick down and dirty what happened. There was a dresser in here with a big hutch on it.
Right back there.
Pull the hutch off. And we're pulling the dresser down the stairs. It's a solid maple dresser. It's not super light.
No.
And I knew how heavy that dresser was. It wasn't that bad. I lift more than that every day at the gym. It's not that big a deal. Stop. But she had it in her head, this thing was going to like push me down the stairs and squash me. And she's getting mad at me. And I'm like, will you let it go? She's like, I'm not holding it. I'm like, I know I am. And I'm like moving it up and down. And she's like, but it's moving. I'm like, yes, I am doing it, and freaking out. And I'm like, it's fine. Just do it my way. and she
And then I did.
she did, and she apologized,
I
which
did.
which is in this house. So I just let it go. It was no big deal.
So yeah, so see, that's why we love Thrive, because
No one dies.
exactly. Nobody died today. It was a good day. And the other thing I also want to talk about too. So when you reach out to people and you know that this person really needs Thrive, you need to be really intentional with what you're trying to tell them and the message that you're trying to get across to them. For me, my biggest thing was I'd throw the freaking spaghetti at the wall and see if it stuck. And you know what? It's not working. My PPA was in the toilet. So what Elise taught us is, form. So it's family. Oh my gosh.
Organization.
No.
Occupation.
Thank you.
It's
Occupation.
family, occupation,
Recreation.
and then you deliver your message. So sometimes you're not always able to deliver your message. So say you meet somebody out and you're talking to them, but you don't think it's the right time to bring up Thrive. So you get their email address, you add them on Facebook, you build that relationship with them. I've been doing this, and I will tell you, it's been working so much better for me. So work on building those relationships. And I know it's difficult sometimes when you don't really know somebody, but you have to take the time to get to know them, I think. Visit their Facebook page every single day, give a like on a couple of their posts. If they post something, ask a question on there. That's part of Beth's 10 by 10. If you guys haven't watched it yet, you really need to watch that. Like today, I went and I got my nails done, and there was a girl, she was getting a pedicure and I was getting my nails done. I was at the end, and I'm like, I really need to talk to her, and I don't really know what to say. And I didn't want to be intrusive. So after I paid, I went over there and I'm like, I really love your hair. Where'd you get it done? My stylist moved to Orlando and I'm really looking for a new place. Bam, that was my in.
Yeah.
So.
With that being said, who has a good success story this week? Someone have a good success story? Tell me something good. Who got some free accounts this week that surprised you? Everyone's shy.
Or even orders, from that special. We had the free chocolate shake. Did anybody get any orders just from reaching out and sharing?
Beth's got something, right? Yes, Beth? You got one? Ah. All right, well, I'm going to tell you guys all saw that I had 2 new signups from Buy My Desk at Office Max. I went to the gym the other day, and a neighbor actually was working out and walks up to me and he says, okay, tell me what the stickers do. So I was like, sweet. I handed my phone. I said, I'm in the middle of a workout. Give me your full name and your email, and I'm going to set you up with a free account, and I'll send you some information. He's like, okay, perfect. End of that. And then this morning, I told this on the live, I was working on my laptops. I got 2 laptops I'm getting rid of, and I fixed the Mac Mini, and I just had to swap the hard drives over. And the hard drives are screwed in with these tiny little freaking screws that I didn't have a screwdriver small enough. Even my small eyeglass ones didn't work.
So to make a long story short, he had to go to Home Depot.
Thanks. I went to Home Depot at 6:30 this morning, and the cashier's drinking soda to stay awake. And I'm like, seriously? It's 6:30. She goes, if I don't drink this, I'm going to fall asleep by 8. And I said, we're going to fix that right now. How are you going to fix that? And I said, see this little sticker right here? We're going to get you one, and that's going to keep you awake. Okay, tell me all about it. Here's my phone. Put your name and your email there. I'm going to set you up with a free account, and then I'm going to send you information. Boom, 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 boom. She does it. Done. Another free account. 6:30 in the morning. I will promise you guys, that was one of the hardest things I had to learn, is that fear of someone saying, no, I'm not giving you my name and email address. Guess what? No one's done it yet. Not one person has ever said no when I slide my phone over and say, put your name and your email in the Notes app for me, and I'll set you up with a free account. They all go, okay, and do it. Go ahead, Jamie.
Yeah, so I did. I have one, but I did exactly that. I stopped right at that very moment. Sorry. So what, 19 months now? Same mail person, delivering my white and orange box, right? I happen to be home. It was Saturday. It was just before my first live. I get my iPad up. It's 2 minutes, of course, like Kim said, hot racing, ready to go live. You have no idea why. I hear the mail person pull up, and I look up. She's got my box. I'm like, oh crap! Make the decision, right? Roll up my sleeve. My black label's on my arm. I reach out. I jump out. I reach out. And she's like, hey, how you doing? I grab the box. She goes, what's that? I said, well, this is what I've been waiting for. She goes, no. Reaches over the box and says, what's that? I said, that is this. So I said, hold on, let me grab you something. I did. I got her a pamphlet and a card because she's a mail person. I know they're on time. So I didn't want to, sit there and say, type everything out. But 2 years, guys. Took me 2 years to run out. How many boxes delivered to my house by the same person? It took me that long to go, oh, maybe I should meet up with them or something. Yeah. Just do it.
Attaboy.
Just do
Good
it.
job.
Yeah, thanks.
And I'm guessing like 640 boxes to your house in that 2 years?
Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh, it was definitely not one per month, that's for sure. So let me turn the camera here. And don't listen to the woman in the back over here, so.
Sorry, Lori, there's only been 12.
For Jamie.
Yeah. We're in the office, yeah. So, if you got a second, I want to touch base on the two things you guys had popped out.
Go.
About do not get discouraged, guys. I'll tell you this. So I did that to myself for so long, with the groups and stuff. And Heidi Barak is on here. She knows, kind of what, I would always post in my group and always doing things. And Heidi was one who would post, and everybody else had a group of people that just kind of either fell off, but pay attention. It wasn't their time. And I took it. I completely took everything that was happening in there personally. So finally I started reaching out to each individual person. I'm like, hey, you guys all right? Did I say something? Did I do something? And everybody said, no, everything's fine. And one of my friends said, I can see what's going on. Nobody's replying. You're kind of nervous or upset that you've done something. But just know that it's just not everybody's time. And when it's their time, they'll come back. Everybody's watching. I've been watching all the notes, all the postings. I got everything stored. And when I get the time, or I make the time, I'll jump forward. It'll all be there. So you can give it, you can put it out there, but just leave it there. Don't give it with emotion. Share everything. Do everything what you have to give them, but just leave it there. Give it with emotion, but you can't give your emotions. Because it's up to them. It's not up to you to decide, right? And on the other thing was the less is more on the Facebook. I've been doing a lot of the monitoring with the filter to the algorithm and all like the 10 by 10 that you guys, and I watched a lot of those videos. I can tell you less is more. Do the 10 by 10, 10 minutes before you, post or share a story live. Reach out to 10 people. I actually go to my see first people because those are my perspectives, my see first and my perspectives. So that's quicker. And a lot of that, and that's building that relationship, right? And then don't post links. I see a lot of people posting links. The number one thing everybody's saying right now is not posting links. I don't know how you guys have been, but I have had more, Scott, ready? Website hits without a link than I did with a link. Literally. But if you notice anything you say thrive or ask questions or it sounds anything business, it's gone. It gets a 0 rating and there's no response. If you're getting no response, nobody's seeing it. It's not personal. They're not ignoring it. They're literally just not seeing it. Facebook saw it, read it, rolled it, trashed it. It's gone. It just goes right to the bottom. So
if you're going to put a link, put it in the comments.
Right. So, but yeah, those are a couple things I get going.
Good job.
Emails and stuff. Things are a little bit, the momentum's rolling because I'm building those relationships. So guys, don't take it personally. I did for a long time. It's weathering, definitely put you in a down spiral to not be consistent, but you got to be consistent at it, whether it's happening or not, because like Scott said, I've had people reach out that I don't even know are watching. The people that are contacting me about it, I don't even know. I haven't even reached out to them or nothing. Those are the people that are seeing because you're not thinking of it. You're not, attaching to them and see what's going on. So that's what I got for it.
one of the things that I think is very tough to follow through with and hard to really remember is you are running a home-based business, right? So guess what that means? That means your life is now your business. So you don't have a personal Facebook page anymore. Whether you think it is or not, it's not. You can say, well, this is my page, I'll post what I want. That's perfectly fine. But just know there's repercussions for posting that stuff in there. You know, just like it's a free country, I can say whatever I want. You're absolutely right, but you're not exempt from the repercussions of what you said. You know, that's a big thing. So like Kim was saying earlier, you can have a completely shitty day, and all of us have, and I'm positive of it. But unless you put a positive spin on it, don't put it on Facebook. Because all the people that are waiting for you to fail will go, oh, there's the Thrive not working again. You know, I promise you, even if it's one bad day and you go, it was one day, what are you talking about? In their head, it doesn't work. You got to remember that. They don't know what we know. So to them, we're like freaking on drugs and we're all smiley and happy all the time, rainbows and butterflies. And, you know, those of us that know better shut our computer off and go, what? Everything sucks. But we don't put it out there, you know, like you vent, you give yourself those 2 or 5 minutes or whatever, and you move on. And that's okay. But those 2 or 5 minutes, don't do it on social media. I promise you, because those people are always out there. And the worst part is some of them may never, ever, ever experience that for themselves. But I promise that they will ruin it for 5 other people that you know. And that's their intention, is to ruin it for other people because, well, fuck, if I'm going to be miserable, they're going to be miserable too. And they band in groups. You guys all know this. We're all New Englanders here. Well, for the most part, we know it's much easier to be pissed off when you got 10 other friends that are all pissed off, right? You're the happy one. Guess what? All your friends are going to say, get out of here. We don't want you around. We're the happy people. Remember that. They don't want us around because they don't feel the happy. That's all it is.
You know, it's funny. I made a post about that the other day. You know, people would rather sit there and complain than take the solution that we're offering them. You know, and I had somebody tell me, like, straight to my face, I will never do those 3 things. And I'm thinking to myself, you need it more than anybody I know.
Without a doubt, that person needs it more.
It would help her so much. But she's just so stubborn. But she'll sell the LuLaRoe leggings, she'll do the lip scent, she'll do 31 and whatever.
And go to McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts
and whatever. And just, I mean, and it kills me. Because she's complaining on Facebook about how miserable she is and how she's depressed and she's this and she's that and she's achy and, you know, and it's like, I want to just send it to her, but I know she won't take it, you know, but she needs it. So you just got to stick with those people. I mean, you know, she told me straight to my face, I will not do that. And I'm like, okay, well.
But she's still watching.
Yeah, absolutely. And she's actually part of my little 10 by 10. So I'm working with her.
Good luck with that one.
Yeah.
I would have thrown her out already, but that's just me.
Hey, you know what though? She needs it. And I honestly believe that she will. She's going to get to the point where she's going to get sick and tired of feeling like that because she's always on Facebook saying, well, what can I do for this? And what can I do for that? And nothing's working. So, you know, eventually she's going to want something that is going to work. Or she's going to want to prove me wrong. One of the two. So, but we all know that that's not going to happen. So.
Scott.
Yes.
I have a question. So you were just talking about like meeting people out in the public and getting their name and email. Do you get their phone number?
Nope.
No. Okay.
Because I feel like that if I don't know them,
Yeah.
if I ask for their phone number, that may cross a line with some people. Like an email, they can read it and you don't know if they read it.
Right.
And I don't know if it's psychological or what, but I have asked a few people for phone numbers and a couple of them have said no. So I don't even bother anymore. Like, and I'd rather not. So I just go right to email because you can set that free account up. You know they're going to pay attention to it.
Right. All right. Yeah. Because I don't normally get the phone number because I feel the same way. I just feel odd.
Yeah. Well, think of it this way. If someone you didn't know walked up to you and said, I've got something cool for you, give me your phone number. You
Right. Yep. Well, pretty much what I said to her, like today, I got somebody's name and email, and I had said to her, have you ever heard of Thrive, blah, blah, blah. She asked me about my patch. So I gave her my card, and I said, if you want, because there was nobody behind me in line, I said, if you want, put your name and email down, and I can set up a link, and I can send it to you. She was like, all right, cool, sweet.
Okay, now, if it were me, I would be a little more forceful about it and be, instead of if you want, because then you give them that option. Remember, Elise always talks about giving people two options. And if you say, if you want, their two options are, yes, I want to, or no, I don't want to. So if you don't give them that option and you say, here's my phone, give me your name and email, they will usually just go, okay. Don't even put the if you want in their head. How's that?
So, okay. So pretty much why I said that is only because I gave her my card already. So I'm like, automatically she has the link, and she was reading the card, and she flipped it around. She's like, oh, wow, I just started going to the gym. So I said that. So when you give them your phone, you're already on your link so they can just fill it out?
No. I use the Notes app on my phone.
Okay.
Okay. Because that's completely non-threatening.
Just easy.
Notes. Yeah.
Okay.
Here's your email. And they go, okay.
Okay.
When I go home, I'll set it up. That allows
Okay.
me. Number one, I'm setting it up so I know their name and their password.
Yeah.
And number two, I get to put them under who I want to and make it strategic.
Okay.
So for instance, Madeline needs 2 people to be thriving for free. Why am I paying for my daughter's Thrive?
Right.
Let's put people over there. My mom needs her Thrive for free. Let's put people there. My aunt needs her Thrive for free. I'm going to put my people under there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That allows me to do that. Otherwise, if everyone goes under my link, I can't do that for anyone.
Right. Okay. I've done that too. Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure with the phone number.
Cool.
And the other thing too, a lot of times if you would ask them to sign up right then and there, they're gonna be like, oh, I don't have time for that. So, I wouldn't even bother trying to get them to, do it on their own.
Yeah. Okay.
Just say, hey, I'll make it easy for you. I'll take care of it all for you.
Right. That's pretty much what I do. So, okay. Awesome.
You're welcome. Who else has something to throw in? There's no dumb questions here. Just ask away. This is good for everyone to be out there. No one's got anything. Beth is laughing.
I want to know, show of hands, who's going to actually start working on recording their story now?
I am going to redo mine. Crystal's doing it too.
And if not for the public, just do it for yourself.
Catherine's doing it. Laura's
awesome.
going to do it. Nice.
Awesome.
Rick's nodded his head. He's going to do it. I know it's a tough one, brother. Do it for yourself.
Yeah.
You don't need to share it with anyone, because all that's going to do is it's going to get you more comfortable telling your story over and over. For those of you that haven't heard it, hang on one sec, Rick. For those of you that hadn't heard it, I have all of our original team calls. And I swear, the first 5, you will laugh your ass off how bad they were. I could not speak very well at all. I think I'm a little better now, but it just takes time. That's all.
Even though it's your story, you're trying to think while you're talking at the same time, and it's like with anything, you commit it to memory. So even though you are living it and it's your story and it, sometimes it just doesn't flow easily.
Bullet points are perfect for that. That way you're not reading a full sentence and you've just got bullet points of you knowing what you want to touch on.
I'm going to speak for once.
You, Catherine, go.
I was late to this Zoom because I was still recording that freaking party, and I'm over it. I'm like, oh my God. I listened to what you're saying, Kim. I was like, you know what? I forget what I wrote. My conversation must have been 20 minutes. I can't do this. I have to do it over. It's like I'm telling a whole story. I talk too much.
Yeah, that's a tough one. In my
too much, and I get too excited and too happy because that's who I am.
Yeah.
I'm that everyone that knows me, I'm crazy, but I'm always so, I don't know, I'm just that type of person. I get excited when I talk, when I express myself. So it's like, okay, calm it down. When I listen to it, I'm like, oh, it's a mess.
As long as it's under 10 minutes, you guys will be fine.
I'm not giving up. I'm like, if I can do this one, then I want to do one in Spanish.
Oh,
That'd
yes.
be perfect.
But this is another thing why I'm actually speaking up, because do we have anyone that speaks Spanish? I am having so much issues right now because, to be honest, a lot of the customers that I have, I live in Springfield, and the majority of the people that are around me are Spanish speaking, and I have a lot of older Spanish speaking women, and my Spanish is not perfect. I wasn't born in Puerto Rico, so their Spanish is like, when I try to sit down and have a conversation and try to translate certain things, I just don't know how to do that. And then they're not feeling comfortable, they're unsure, and I'm like, I need to get them on a 3-way call. But who can do this 3-way call with me?
I'll get you someone.
I need it in my life.
I will get you someone. You know, we have the 24-hour call in Spanish too, right?
No.
And we also have our fast start calls in Spanish every week too.
I didn't know that.
I don't know.
I share them every once in a while.
I'll
get it to you. Don't worry. I will get it to you.
Did you see me on the phone a minute ago? I have somebody the one that I talked to you about.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with that person, and then she just by a mutual friend, because I'm trying to help my current customer get her referred to, and this is one of her referred to, but she has 101 questions, and now she's like, oh, she's the pharmacist, and she's seen the date on the shake, which I'm like, okay, we're in a Zoom meeting, I don't want to put this out there, but she's like, these shakes are expired, and I'm like, I'm in the middle of a Zoom. I'm like, you know, she's calling me. I'm like, I will get these answers for you in a few. Give me a few minutes. So I'm just overwhelmed. I'm like, trying to keep my cool. I'm like, oh, Black Label, work. Black Label. This week, I'm telling you, God is good. That's why I had to do that morning live yesterday, because I'm telling you, Monday morning, I was being so tested, and I say, thank you, Lord Jesus, because Thrive is life.
All right. For your friend, just so you know, the date on the shakes is the date of manufacture.
No. That's what I said.
Okay.
But I said, she was like, but this, and I'm like, I need somebody on a 3-way call, because I don't want to answer anymore. I just don't.
I will handle that.
It's like you guys say all the time, they need to hear from somebody else. These people need to hear somebody else.
I got it. I will get you someone tonight. How's that?
So yeah, sorry everyone.
No worries. That's energy. That's good stuff.
Okay, that was it.
Rick, what did you have for us?
Oh, no.
You good?
You were just talking about how hard it is to write your story. It is. It's not. It's. I hate using the word hard. It's challenging. It's very challenging. I had the most.
I was always like I talked to you, Kim. I was always the type of kid, even growing up. You know, I'm an adult now, but it's the stage fright. Does it make sense to you guys? The stage fright?
No, because I remember Rick that wasn't afraid of anything.
That was like when he was 5.
No, I
and
was afraid of girls back then, but no.
You would talk to anyone.
Or something, knowing that I'm gonna be in front of the phone, I freeze. I can do face to face. I have no problem with that. I approached somebody at the post office the other day. She was getting out of her car, and she had 5 kids. And I went up to her and I said, hey, look, I'll tell you, you know. We started a conversation. She says, well, she's a nanny. I did get her email. You know? So that's, hopefully she orders from that, you know.
See, now we know your weak spot.
See.
We're going to work on that video with you.
Well, that's the whole thing. It's what you call stage fright.
I
have no problem talking to you guys because I know all you guys.
What if you and I do a private FaceTime and we record it?
Because then you'll be talking to
Then you're just
Scott.
talking to me.
I have no problem doing with somebody I'm comfortable with.
All right. We'll
I
make
mean,
it happen.
all right, for instance, I'm me and my wife, we're heading down your way on Friday, right?
Okay.
I'll rather, like you do on stage, side by side, have the camera in front of us, ask me questions. I have no problem with that, answering the questions. You know what I'm saying? Almost like a TV show type of question.
Where are you gonna be?
I'm taking Friday off. I'm having a long weekend.
All right.
I was
Let me know if you're coming down.
right down. Oh yeah. I mean, I plan on coming down in the morning and making a day of it.
All right. Good.
I mean, if we meet up, you want to meet up? Okay, that's fine. I want to get the hell out of Melbourne.
If you come down here, we'll hang out for sure.
All right. Cool.
Hey,
We'll talk
Rick.
more on that.
Rick, it's Jamie.
Yeah, Jay.
Just do it.
Yeah, listen, I can see.
Just do it.
I mean, you guys both know me from school and stuff, and like Scott said, oh, you weren't the shy person.
Yeah, but
I don't know what the hell.
I get in front of the camera. I go for the lives, and you can see me. I am just pounding out the lives. Live. And you know what? I'm excited, and I'm nervous. What's that?
You guys don't look nervous. That's the whole thing.
Hold on.
I have the confidence.
Time out. You guys, some of you remember when Jamie wouldn't freaking speak? He refused to talk. He was petrified. It just clicked one day and he was fine.
Just
It comes
remember,
to everybody.
people aren't judging you.
No.
Like this is
no.
a judgment-free
I'm
zone.
my own person. You can say whatever you want about me. I don't care. You're not going to stop me for what I'm doing.
See, your problem
You're
is
not supporting. You're not supporting my family.
you need to stop judging yourself. That's what you need to stop doing. You
Can I
need
say
some
something?
time. You need some Elise time. That's what you need. Because seriously, you're too hard on yourself, and there's no need for that. It's unnecessary.
I don't want anybody to feel bad for Rick. I'm not looking for that.
No. Let me ask you this. Do you like Elise's videos?
I watch them all the time.
Is she comfortable to you when she does her videos?
Watching them a little bit. I mean, you can tell she can be a real hot ass. Excuse my language.
Okay. Does she look uncomfortable
point across.
speaking?
No, very comfortable doing them.
Do you know she didn't even finish school because she was afraid to even go talk to people in school? She failed her public speaking course when she went to college because she couldn't speak to people. Now she's a millionaire speaking to thousands of people all the time.
What brought her out of her comfort
She
zone?
forced herself to keep doing it. Do me a favor. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to message her tonight and tell her Scott and Kim told me that you could possibly help me. I am petrified of telling my story. That's all you need to tell her.
Okay.
She will reach back to you. She is an amazing person. Any of you that know her can attest to that. She's just an awesome person.
All right, I'll do that as soon as I'm done with this with you guys.
Hey, Rick, one more thing.
Yeah, let's
Record yourself as if you're doing a live. Throw your phone on, stare into that phone with your face up like you're doing a live, but you're doing videos. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. That's it. Repetitive.
Delete them.
Don't stop. That's right. You
Yeah,
don't
you
have
don't
to say them
have to
all.
share 'em.
Just delete them. Keep doing them like their lives. Do.
Okay.
That I promise you, you'll get, the more you do it, the more comfortable you'll get. I'm telling you, I sat there 2 hours one day. I freaking threw my phone because I couldn't get my story right. Because I told Elise that I would have my story done that day, my recorded story done, and I didn't get it done, and I failed. But I failed myself. I let myself down, right? I felt like I did, but you know what? I gave it 100% every single time that I went there and did it. I wasn't like, I was mad and I was disappointed, but I'm not like, I suck because I can't get this done. You know what? I put it aside and I went back to it the next week. And you know what? I tried once and then the second time it just flowed. And then that's what worked.
Okay.
because I was actually ready to get it out. But if I didn't try all those times that week before, I never would have gotten it done.
So that was me yesterday. I recorded, screwed up, swore, deleted, went back, cried, like the whole 9 yards. And then I submitted it to the accountability group. And Kim had said, you know, if you didn't feel comfortable, because I was way out of my comfort zone, I said, but you guys were all there at one point, so I'd rather share it with you guys and get comfortable with you before I give it to the world.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And that's what you need to do. You need to just keep doing it over and over and over and over again. Like the morning motivations. How many people are still doing that? What is it doing for your day? Like if you skip a day, what happens?
I yell at my wife.
Yeah, I mean, he's like Mr. Cranky Pants. Nobody likes Mr. Cranky Pants.
But I don't forget my jump video. There are some days I watch that 3 or 4 times a day. And I told Kim today, I don't know what it is about that video. That one gets me fired up every single time I watch it. If you guys haven't seen it, Steve Harvey jump. It's probably one of the best ones I've seen to kind of tell it like it is. And we need to get Jess her own iPad because Alexis must be pissed that she steals it every Tuesday. That's funny. She's trying to unmute.
It's not
Oops.
Oh.
It's what?
not even her iPad, it's mine.
She just took it
claimed
over.
it and put her name in it?
No, when the account was set up, they set it up under her name. So it always, everything I have signs up under hers, and I'm like, I don't even have your account.
That's funny. Oh boy. All right, guys. Good meeting tonight. If anyone doesn't have anything, we're gonna close out. I'll give it one last shot. Go ahead, Rick.
Scott, what should I actually ask Elise on that? I'm doing it as we talk.
Yeah, just say Scott and Kim said that you may be able to help me because I'm having a hard time telling my story. Something like that.
That's it. All right.
Yeah, just with public speaking with it. You know, that's.
All right.
She'll probably give you a video to watch or something. Like she has them up.
I actually that's another thing. I actually even Googled it. You know, how to feel comfortable doing it, and it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah. She'll have some good stuff for you. Let me know how that works out.
I will on Messenger right now.
Perfect. All right, guys. Make it a great night. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.